Hi, my name is Rebecca, and this is a tour of my garage gym. So come on in. First off, I just want to let you know, this is a couple years in the making. We had to go through some equipment, some trial and error, but we ended up with what you see here, and we use all of it. If it didn't have a use or a purpose, we wouldn't have it in here because we've really cut down what we have now and just are going with their bare minimum, but the things that we use the most. This being the first thing, actually the most important thing that we got, which was the start of our garage gym, and this is the Rogue AB3 bench, and it can be used for numerous different exercises. It gets used quite a bit, so I highly recommend this bench. It's a little bit more pricey, but worth every penny. Here we have a fan, which is pretty basic, but it's a necessity, and we've gone through a couple fans, and this is definitely by far our favorite. It's just a 24-inch fan that we got from Lowe's, and it matches the garage, and it does the trick, so we love it. Here we just have a couple little ins and outs, things that we had in our shelving unit before that we got rid of. These are just kind of things that we haven't found a home for yet, but like our belts and gloves and things like that. Right over here we have our Concept 2 bike. We use this all the time. This gets used pretty much every single day. It gets used for warm-ups, cool-downs, EMOMs, pretty much you name it, we use this all the time. Right over here we have our Concept 2 rower. We have our Concept 2 rower and our Concept 2 ski erg stored like this because one just folds right into the other. It saves a lot of space, and we've learned to really appreciate space in our garage. So we try to do as much as we can to compact everything, and these sit really well on top of the other, and so that's how we've decided to store them. One just folds right down when you want to use it, and you're good to go. Right over here we have our Rogue Echo bike. This thing will kick your butt. This thing will definitely allow you to burn some calories. You wouldn't necessarily stay on this as long as you would the Concept 2 bike erg. It definitely takes a lot more out of you. But I would recommend having both because this one works your upper body as well. Over here on our rack, we have our dumbbells. We have our 70, 50 pound, we have a set of 35 and 20s. We use these all the time for our CrossFit and our Metcon workouts, so they come in handy quite a bit. We do a lot of CrossFit workouts. CrossFit seems to be more of our style. It definitely burns a lot of calories in a short amount of time and gets the job done. We have our kettlebells from Kettlebell Kings. I use these almost every day as well. Kettlebells are becoming more and more popular every day, and I've definitely noticed a difference since I started doing my kettlebell swings, more of like a core workout, and I use them all the time. These are our fat bells. These I also use more and more every day. These come in handy. They kind of just change things up. I like doing different exercises with these that I wouldn't necessarily do with the kettlebells. So these are different, kind of fun. You look funny wearing them and exercising with them, and I really like them. Here we have my slam ball. I wanted to tell you about this too. I use this Rogue slam ball all the time. This is excellent for your core as well, and use this probably about 2 or 3 times a week. Here we have our Rogue. These are awesome for wall balls. These will definitely give you a good workout. Started out with 10 pounds, and then now I'm up to the 20 pound. And if you do those about 100 a workout, those will definitely get you in shape. So use those all the time. These are our Rogue bumper plates, and those we use as well all the time. And here we have some fun These are from Fringe Sport, though. These are my donut ones, and we got pizza here too. So kind of spice it up a little bit for our workouts. Actually, it's good motivation because I love donuts. So I figure if I do more of those, I can eat a donut or two. Here we have my row collars and dumbbell bumpers. These actually I'm using more and more, I've noticed. You put them on these and they give you a good workout, and they're pretty easy. They give you different weight variations that you wouldn't necessarily get with these. So I've been using them and incorporating them into more of my workouts. This is our Monolift. We actually just got this not too long ago, and I didn't like it at first. Now I love it. I was used to doing my squats and just backing off the bar, and so it took me a little while to get used to these, but now that I'm used to them, I love them and I can't imagine life without them. So I highly recommend these. It makes it so that you're not tweaking your back as much. When you have the weight resting on your shoulders and you try to take a step back, you could really hurt your back. So these I highly recommend, because once you lift that weight up, they go out from underneath you and you don't have to move from where you're at. These are our J cups. These I highly recommend as well. Safety straps, you definitely need your safety straps. I wouldn't recommend using any weights without safety straps. And then here we have our spotter arms. So this rack, this is the main piece of equipment in our gym. This rack was one of the first things we bought. It was a big investment, but if you're going to invest in a rack, I highly recommend the Rogue Monster Rack, because this one has it all. You can buy these attachments that go on it, and there's so many things that you can add onto it. We have the slinger. With this slinger too, we have this back widow. So you pretty much have your whole gym here in just this rack. But obviously you need, some cardio equipment and stuff like that. But if you're gonna buy one thing for your gym, I highly recommend this rack. And I like the colors. The black and red look pretty sweet. And then here we have this Titan Fitness box. We're a big Rogue fan, but Titan Fitness comes out with some cool things, and this box I use all the time. I have a high arch in my foot, so when I do my squats, I always need this behind me to make sure I'm going down low enough. I don't care how many squats I do, I think I'll always use this box, this special box. Love it. Titan Fitness makes it soft on the inside, not too soft. Rogue hasn't come out with one yet that I know of, but so Titan Fitness, so it has some good things too. Here we have our Rogue GHD. You can do GHD sit-ups on this or GHRs. It's really good for your back, it's good for your core. It's hard. I mean, you have to kind of work your way up to it, but once you do, you definitely get a good ab workout. Here we have our rings. I like doing back workouts with these rings, and my kids like to play on them sometimes. We have an Assault Fitness Air Runner. This thing is amazing. It doesn't require much maintenance. If you buy just your standard treadmill, you'll notice that it's got a lot of electric in it. It's got a belt that requires maintenance. This thing we've had for almost a year and a half. We use it almost every day. Never had any issues with it. It goes whatever speed that you're walking or running on is the speed that it goes, and you get a really good workout from that as well. Here are our weighted vests. We use those for just some extra calorie burn every now and then. Here we have our Rogue bars. We have one for every occasion. And then we have our Fight Camp over here. This is cool. It's a boxing class that you can set up. There's actually a channel that you turn to, and you can do different boxing classes. I highly recommend Fight Camp. If you're just in the mood for something quick, some calorie burning, Fight Camp will, or if you need to take out some aggression, if you're angry, do Fight Camp. And then also, we have our road boxes over here. I love these for step-ups. I use them all the time. We kind of tossed around keeping them or not. I use them enough to definitely keep them. They do take up some room in the garage, but I use them enough to keep them around. You figure if you don't use something, usually, maybe once or at least 3 or 4 times a month, then get rid of it, because you're never going to use it. It's going to take up room in your garage, and you need that space. You don't want to feel closed in when you're working out. You want just enough stuff to give you a good workout. I highly recommend a flooring like this. Some sort of stall mats or rubber flooring is ideal for a garage gym. That way if you drop weight on it, you don't have to worry about the cement underneath. And this padded flooring has done really well in here. We've had it for a couple years now. Cleans up easy and does the trick for us. A couple other things, we have a Rogue clock right over there on the wall. That's the timer that we use for our EMOMs. It's really important to have a good wall clock or a clock of some sort. I recommend the Rogue clock for your EMOM and workouts that require timing and things like that. But this has been a godsend. We love our gym. We use it every day. Our kids use it. And I can't imagine going back to a regular gym. I highly recommend a garage gym, and I'll be doing some more reviews, so stay tuned.